Mama said the way you move gonna make you sweat.
Just one kiss, there'd be some things I wouldn't miss. If I look at your pants and I need a kiss.
Hey, Joe Ball, I just bagged me moose.
Hey, I can't find nothing on the radio. Yo, turn to that station.
To the hands of Shelly Blessing. She puts up a three-pointer. It's good! It's good! A three-pointer by Shelly Blessing. Ties the game at 68. Lisa McGill puts up the ball. It's good. We're tied 74-74. Liz Brown, 10 seconds to go in the game. Top of the circle, brings it down, kicks over to Paula Breeden. She puts up a three-pointer. Would you believe it's good? And we're tied 86-86. Here she comes, 8 seconds to go. She pulls in, high post right. Liz Brown puts the Cowgirls ahead, 96-94. Oklahoma State leads, and there's only 3 seconds to go in the basketball game.
During the past few seasons, the word tradition has become a regular word of the vocabulary when the Oklahoma State Cowgirl basketball program is the topic of conversation, and the 1990-91 Cowgirls team was no exception. For players, coaches, and fans alike, this past season could only be described as something special. The Cowgirls' most recent season brought the team farther than it had ever been before, registering a school record 27 wins and only 6 losses, and a semifinal game in the NCAA's Sweet 16. Spearheaded by 4 returning seniors, the Cowgirls opened the season on fire, registering 9 straight wins, the team's best opening record, and winning both the Cowgirl Classic and the Texas Tech Red Raider Classic. The 1990-91 season contained several firsts for the Cowgirls, including their first Big 8 regular season championship, first 27-win season, their first Associated Press and USA Today Top 25 ranking, and their first undefeated record at home. All of these achievements, along with the Cowgirls' second straight Big 8 Conference Tournament championship, are part of the winning tradition the Cowgirls have built in the past few years.
Because tradition doesn't happen in 1 year. It doesn't happen in 2 years. It happens over a series of years.
A steady growing process. Every year when somebody leaves the program and everybody's sitting back looking for there to be a drop in it, it seems like somebody new steps forward, and we keep getting better and better each year.
The 1990-91 Cowgirls proved how good they truly were with one more first, an appearance in the NCAA's Sweet 16. The road to the Sweet 16 contained 2 home court barn-burning victories in the Cowgirls' 3rd straight NCAA tournament appearance. In the first NCAA game, things looked dim late in the second half as the Cowgirls trailed DePaul by double digits, with time and their hopes of advancing in the NCAA tournament ticking away. At that point, the Cowgirls mounted a comeback that will stick in the minds of over 3,000 screaming fans that witnessed the win for years to come. The Cowgirls overcame a 10-point deficit in the final 5 minutes to edge the Blue Demons 81-80. Leading the way in that amazing comeback on that March night in Stillwater was senior point guard Liz Brown, who ended the game with 23 points, and 3 other Cowgirls scored in double figures, lifting Oklahoma State to the second round of the NCAA tournament. 3 nights later, another crowd of over 3,000 fans rejoined at Gallagher-Iba Arena to witness yet another game filled with exciting memories. In round 2 of the tournament, the 5th-seeded Cowgirls were faced with the unkind task of playing a higher seed, the 4th-seeded Michigan State Spartans. That second-round NCAA game turned out to be even tougher than the first as Michigan State pulled out to an early halftime lead, but the Cowgirls would not be shut down on their home court. With only 29 seconds left in regulation, senior Shelly Blessing hit a 3-pointer to tie the game and keep the Cowgirls' dream of a berth in the Sweet 16 alive as the 2 teams went to overtime. The Cowgirls trailed much of that overtime period before sophomore Lisa McGill hit a layup with 5 seconds to play to again tie the game. And with just 4 seconds left in the second overtime, junior Paula Breeden hit a 3-pointer, sending the game into yet a third overtime. And with 3 seconds left in the third and final time period, it was senior Liz Brown hitting an 18-foot jumper to win the game for the Cowgirls. In the third game, the Cowgirls were defeated when they faced eventual national runner-up Virginia in the NCAA's Midwest Regional Semifinal in Austin, Texas. The NCAA tournament was just the cream of achievements of the 90-91 season. Both the AP and USA Today bestowed the Cowgirls with a top 25 ranking after Oklahoma State upset 8th-ranked Arkansas in Gallagher-Iba Arena. Cowgirl basketball registered its largest crowd ever in one of its 13 conference wins when 3,100 fans packed into Gallagher-Iba to see the Cowgirls defeat Kansas State. And still another rung in the ladder of tradition came when the top-seeded Cowgirls down to Missouri, Kansas State, and Kansas in the Big 8 tournament as Oklahoma State claimed the Big 8 tournament championship for the second straight year. However, none of these great accomplishments could have been achieved without a combination of great players under great leadership.
Without great players, you're not going to win at the level we've won at the last 3 or 4 years.
Heading up these great players is a set of 4 seniors who have greatly contributed to the advancement of Cowgirl basketball. Second straight year Big 8 Player of the Year and All-American honorable mention guard Liz Brown spearheaded the Cowgirls' road to the limelight. Brown picked up honors as the most valuable player of the Big 8 tournament, where she scored 11 unanswered points to help lead Oklahoma State to the championship. Brown rewrote the OSU record books in assists, steals, minutes played, and career starts as she started every game in her career at Oklahoma State. In the Big 8 Conference, Brown holds the record in regular season assists and free throw percentage, as well as the all-game assist leader. Brown was also selected as the Big 8's Player of the Year by the Big 8 Broadcasters Association.
If I had everything to do all over again, I would come to Oklahoma State and I wouldn't change anything about it because I've enjoyed playing, enjoying meeting new people and becoming good friends, and I'll never forget all the people that I've met here. All these girls that are left playing are used to winning, and I think they'll be winners because I don't think they will settle for anything less than that.
Althea Cox, a senior from Hugo, Oklahoma, was a consistent member of the Big 8 All-Academic team. Tick, as she was nicknamed for her ability to stick to opponents on defense, was instrumental in Oklahoma State's Big 8 semifinal victory over Kansas State by limiting Kansas State's Nadira Hazim to just 6 points before leaving the game with 5 minutes remaining. Cox maintained her tradition of being a double-figure scorer and claimed the record as the top three-point shooter in Cowgirl history.
Those were our goals when we first got here, is to make our stay here memorable, and that's what we had. Such a close team. I mean, I know at times we made each other sick, but most of the time we were just close, and we liked being around each other, and that's what made it so special.
Senior Jody Fisher came on in her last season to finish as the most accurate shooter and second-best shot blocker in Oklahoma State history. The Cheyenne, Oklahoma native started all 33 games this past season, consistently scored in double figures, and led the Big 8 in field goal percentage all season. It was only fitting that Fisher saved her best game of the season for a game when her team needed it the most, round 1 of the NCAA tournament. In that first round come-from-behind game against DePaul, she scored 14 points, grabbed 12 rebounds, and hit 8 of 8 from the free throw line to pace Oklahoma State to the win.
I think making the team better was a more important goal than setting goals for yourself. It's been an experience to start out with, to play for Oklahoma State. Every year we seem to accomplish something that we haven't the year before, and every year it seems like our teams get better.
Indianola, Oklahoma native Shelley Blessing made the adjustment to Division I basketball as a Proposition 48 player, but rebounded in her second year at Oklahoma State, making the grade in the classroom as well as on the court. Her senior year, Shelley scored a team record of 38 three-pointers this season to bring her second only to Althea Cox in career three-pointers. Shelley made all-tournament team at both the Sun and Fun Classic and Brigham Young Holiday Classic.
When I was a freshman, I was scared coming up here, but now I'm so glad I did. I really like it up here.
Oklahoma State will say goodbye to this group of seniors, but the tradition that they helped put in place will continue with a new batch of stars. Paula Breeden, a guard from Ada, Oklahoma, will be the lone Cowgirl senior next season. Breeden saw action as the sixth man, as well as starting in 4 games for the Cowgirls last year. In her first start of the season, she scored a career-high 21 points against the Sooners from Oklahoma.
I guess I've been pretty lucky here because I've been in the finals of the big tournament all 3 years. and I don't want that to stop. I'm happy to be here, and I think anybody that comes in will be happy because we're going to have a successful year next year. A lot of people may not think that since we lost 4 seniors, but I think the people we have out there are going to work hard, and we're going to come back and show some people some things next year.
One Cowgirl that the opposition will certainly have to contend with next season is junior Lisa McGill. McGill was rewarded for her exceptional physical inside game when she was named to the Big 8 All-Tournament team for her 3 tournament double-figure games, including 16 points and 14 rebounds against the Kansas State Wildcats. Lisa averaged 15 points a game in Big 8 play and 14 points a game overall. The forward from Dallas, Texas, gathered honors of the Sun and Fun All-Tournament team and Big 8 Player of the Week.
It is a team. It's no one individual person. Now, next year, we have to be the one to lead the other people. So, if we come in with that attitude, ready to lead, ready to practice, and ready to run in preseason, I think we'll be great, And
sophomore Shay Jackson saw action off the bench, and as a starter for the Cowgirls this last year, Jackson played in all 33 games and averaged 9 points a game as a starter in the last 6 games of the season.
I would like for girls to come here to determine the win. I think we're still going to go straight up.
4 other Cowgirls will return next year to round out the 1991-92 squad. Included in those is Kim Mann, a junior from DeSoto, Missouri, sophomores Rachel Brown from Moss, Oklahoma, and Andy Thomas from Dallas, Texas, and redshirt freshman Sheila Kelly. Also returning will be the patriarchs of the Cowgirls' winning tradition, 1991 District and Big 8 Coach of the Year Dick Halterman and assistant coach Jack Easley.
I said before the season ever started, it had the possibility of being something special.
I think that we've proven in the last 3 years that we can become competitive on a national level.
All eyes will be on the Cowgirls during the 91-92 season. Expectations will run high as the Cowgirls set more goals while continuing to dominate the Big 8 and keep their string of NCAA tournament berths alive. The Cowgirls' tradition of winning has been established over the past 8 years, and that tradition will not become a static past, but a never-ending quest for the future.
We've worked so hard to get the program where it is, and I think the kids want to see it stay there right now. And they've got a lot of confidence, and they'll walk out with a lot of confidence next year. And some people better really get ready to play, I think, if they're going to beat Oklahoma State next year.